There is an opioid crisis going on in America right now.
Heroin is not the biggest killer when you talk about opiates. It's prescription meds.
You'll start with Vicodin. You'll start taking 2. 2 doesn't do it anymore, so then you need 3 or 4.
If you totaled the number of prescription pills prescribed last year, you could have a bottle of pills for every American.
You've got 3 Virginians dying every day from opioid overdose.
We didn't know if we were going to be celebrating Christmas or having a funeral service.
There's so much to this problem.
We need all parts of healthcare involved and thinking about ways to help.
I do have hope. I think that we get out of this the same way we got into it.
I got involved with this in mid-March, and it was the result of going to 2 community meetings that were on back-to-back days. It was in the middle of the month. One was a community center meeting at the Denby Community Center in Newport News, and then the following day was the Hampton Roads Heroin Working Group, which was at EVMS. And I happened to notice that a lot of the same people that I had seen on Wednesday, I was seeing on Thursday. And I got a sense of how broad and how deep the opioid crisis really was. We talked with a woman whose son had a fentanyl overdose.
We get the call, and I, in my ignorance, hearing non-responsive, thinks, okay, maybe he's in a coma. Later I find out, no, he has to be resuscitated, intubated, and put on a ventilator.
Fentanyl is pretty much the most potent opioid that's out there. It's used to make other opioids even more potent. What turns people around? We talked with a guy in his mid-40s in Virginia Beach, and he said,
It's very easy, it's very vivid, and it's something I'll never forget. I'm laying in bed sick for the 3rd day in a row, and it's Father's Day. And my 3-year-old daughter comes up and hands me her card with her mother. It's horrible. But that's the point where you're like, it smacks you in the face.
We talked with Carolyn Weems, a school board member in Virginia Beach who lost a daughter to heroin. She started on prescription pills.
We didn't think anything about it because it was, prescribed by a doctor.
She moved on from Percocet to stronger things. She ended up becoming pregnant. She had the child. She was clean for 14 months.
You could tell she was so proud of herself. And yeah, we thought we had great hope. And then when she relapsed, then I kind of understood from talking to other people that, relapse is part of it. So we got her in rehab right away. And then she left after 2 weeks because she said all they're doing is pumping drugs in me. And so she had contacted a sober living house in the area and had decided to go there. And it was, I was so hopeful. For the first time, I was like, for a long time, I was like, she's gonna, make it. I can sleep, because she had this, the house manager and then the 4 other women, and Caitlin was the youngest, and they kind of took her under her wings, and she was doing well there. And then she had a relapse, and the next morning, they found her.
Carolyn has made it her mission to be an advocate for parents. This crisis does not discriminate. It doesn't care if you're rich or if you're poor, if you're black, white, Asian, Hispanic. It doesn't care if you're young or old. There is hope. Please look at the resources that we offer on wavy.com. Go to your local community services board. See what's out there. There are people out there who are skilled and ready to help you.